Hello, and welcome back to another session of Pathfinder with Epic and Friends. When we last left off with our adventuring group, they had finally managed to venture their way into the realms of Satasha after reclaiming one Arcelus Tia. The group now currently being praised with an L port as saviors, snuck off within the middle of the night, and having gathered supplies for their venture inward, find themselves once more within the caves. Inside of the caves, upon their entry, they find the light almost immediately fading away. Everything within grows dark and humid within a matter of moments. The faint smell of brine and feces drifts up around him, growing warmer instead of cooler as one might expect. Gradually, they descend ever downward, stones growing slicker. Fionn, seeing an opportunity to stop for a moment, pauses, goes through the motions of making a ritual, and adds a faint arcane sign. Seconds later, a hulking 8.5-foot tall bear arises out from the smoke, black fur accented with red markings, as she lifts up and stretches herself out, completely bipedal, holding with her what appears to be a pick, but is actually a large war hammer within her hand. She looks around at the group surrounding her, the bear giving a faint snarl before she says, "So, you finally came to bring me back, did you? Well, it's a bloody good to see you all. Never called
Do
that."
forgive us, it's been rather busy as of late.
Oh, I'm sure. She just kind of looks around again and gazes about at the group, and after a few seconds of nodding up and down, she finally says, "Well, I see some new faces, and some changed faces. What are we doing today?"
Killing pirates.
Well, I suppose that sounds like as much fun as anything else we could do.
We're looking for a pirate captain inside.
Agitar just kind of nods for a moment and looks to Yedrin, then to Works, then to Rowan and Fionn, back to Kato, then to Dak, and then finally around to Ark, and then she just shrugs. Doesn't make much difference to me. Regardless, you all find yourselves in the dark of the cave, looking around for a few moments. You note the only real source of light for the moment seems to be coming from a number of fiery floating orbs darting just out of the way of the water, far too large to be fireflies and generating faint bursts of heat as they move. You can note several other things floating around near them. The light kind of dancing off of these sparks and cascading over them. A number of bats dangling from the ceiling for one, and for two, a series of blue orbs just kind of drifting up and down over the water.
Are these
Shall we get
things
started?
hostile or?
They're currently not making any motions towards you right now, Works, but they are watching you.
Is the fairy with us too?
Yes.
That's
Okay,
the,
I wasn't sure. All right. Well, we're about to head in. Would anybody mind if I took lead on this?
I mean, go ahead. You're going to be in the front anyway.
All right, then listen up because here's going to be our formation. Agitar will be in the front because giant bear mama.
She's just looking at you and is like, okay.
Directly behind her will be me. Hunt and Kato will take either side. Behind the two of us will be Fiona and Rowan. And Ark and Zach will take the rear.
If I may, would it not be smarter for you and Hunt to be on either side of me in the middle?
I was going to say that, but since I have the 10-foot reach, I can hit either side of me pretty easily. Plus, it'll give us a little bit more even spacing.
And I have the healing magic.
So does Tart.
But she's in the back.
Yes, but Tart will also be close enough to all of us where she can hit that range. Alright, so basically here's what's going to happen. Agitar goes here. I'll
What was
go
that,
here.
Fiona?
Keep in mind that I can heal too.
I think that's not... Is that insane space? Is that... Okay, we'll do that. So Agitar goes there. I'm here. We'll put... Well, I guess we can put Hunt here for now. Kato can come over here. Because that gives all of us, like, a decent range. I mean, because I can cover that. I can cover all of this right here. And then... Well, we're going to space out a little bit more. So we'll have Rowan back here where Tart is. And then... Rowan? Well, Rowan, what did I say? Back here? Back there.
Yeah, where she is now is what you said.
Yeah. Dak will be back here. So she can be between, her and Fiona. Then I'll have Ark take the very rear in case we need to make an escape or something comes behind us.
Where's Millie at? I don't see her on the
Oh,
map.
Millie's hard to see, but I can see her.
Right there.
Oh, there she is.
So Fiona, if you'll come up to the other side of Dak right here, then when we get farther and we can kind of see if we can spread out a little bit more. Because I forgot how narrow this was.
At that point,
So basically,
Ark
if
kind
we can
of
get spread out, we'll have like...
holds up his hand and he's like, Workson, where did you want me?
take back, just in case anything sneaks up behind us or we need to make a fast retreat.
He's just kind of like scratching the side of his face and he's like, okay.
I mean, you got long range in your magic, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right. I would even say stand up where Scotch is.
Are we casting light spells or are we?
Kato, you have the light on your hammer, right?
I can put light on my hammer, but otherwise it doesn't really light up very much.
Well, if you put light on your hammer, we can have Rowan cast Mage Light on the other side of us.
Okay, Kato's gonna cast light on the hammer.
And watch that trigger the bats.
Okay, so 30 foot, right? Or is it 20?
Oh gosh.
Yep, 20 foot. You're already kind of giving off that light right now, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna do this.
Oh joy, my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Hopefully your connection clears itself up, keeps itself clear enough.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay.
Well, as you guys sort of get in formation and Kato brings his hand over his hammer and just kind of says a quiet prayer and touches it, the light kind of bursts out around it and fills the room further. The bats seem to like squint almost like they're people being woken up by something incredibly bright that they weren't expecting. And they kind of cover their faces with their wings.
Oh.
Rowan casts light on her staff.
Alright, Ron. There's a split second after Kato does his little spiel where Rowan brings her hand up and touches the tip of her staff and a little bolt of fire emerges from it, kind of flickering like a torch, creating the same amount of light. And now with the light kind of coming from two different angles, the bats are starting to like scree very quietly at you, but they haven't taken flight yet.
We should start moving. It looks like we're annoying the wildlife.
Yeah. Alright, let's keep going in then.
So you are having Agitar take point?
Agitar. Yeah.
Alright, so Theon, how far up does Agitar move?
Not too far. 20 feet to account for everyone's movement.
Okay.
Also, Fiona will cast light on her, so she can actually see.
Light on Agitar?
Actually, no, I guess she has dark vision.
Alright. So, as your little caravan starts moving and you get up closer, you can see the wall is sort of just lined with bats. They're almost everywhere, and as you approach, they start fluttering their wings, getting more and more hostile, and then finally they kind of dive off the ceiling. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ah, Kurt.
Yep.
And give me 1 second to trash this.
Was that 20? That was 20. Yeah, trying to stay in some sort. Yeah.
Do you want to add mean works back on there?
I can see the good rolls already starting.
So 8 for Kato. And Works, what did you roll?
18.
Congratulations, folks, on being the only wall above 10.
I have you for 17, Gedrin. FVO.
That's because
Non-modifier.
yeah,
Yeah. Base roll.
the D20 wall.
How many initiative bonuses are you stacking, Adrian? Holy crap.
Yedrin, if I remember right, is a dex build.
Actually, my dex and my strength are both like my only good stats. Everything else is like average-ish. And I took improved initiative last level because I had nothing bad to get.
Okay, then.
Okay, so the bats are coming down. They're screeching wildly at this point. Works, however, you have the floor.
Alright. Obviously, are they in the air? Like, would I expect to be able to attack them as they are, or?
The roof is only about 15 feet high. They're coming down, so they're within reach of everybody at the moment.
Okay. Okay, so that means that one right there I can just totally smack in the face with both attacks.
Yeah. There's a and then the spear tip goes right through the bat, and it's dead on the first impact. It's just skewered at the end.
Well, then.
It has 4 health. What do you expect?
That's overkill then.
Yeah.
It's like massive overkill.
At least you didn't use any resources with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yedrin.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to map this out. Great question, Ark. How exactly is the Conan Reef work? Like, does that just mean like it would be like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that wouldn't be worth it right now. That'd be worth it. No, it's still not worth it if I move. What?
Don't forget, there's also a bat just like right next to you.
Yeah. I was just see if it was worth it to just try and take out multiple at once, but I can't really position myself to do that.
3 HP.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it, though. It's like that would take out multiples at once, but I can't position myself to do that, so.
Yeah, just take them as you can.
Yeah.
Boy.
For the hell of it, I'll just use the. I can't fall down at the swift action, right?
Do what?
You can't fall down at the swift actioning, right?
You can.
Oh, you can? I was gonna say, for
Yeah,
the hell of it,
otherwise
go
Okay.
ahead. I was just gonna say,
No, you
if I can Yeah, I was just gonna say, might as well just swift action the one beside me and then use my normal full attack. I mean, swift action study the one beside me just for a little extra, make sure I can get a hit, and then normal full attack.
Go for it. Yedrin, you look at this thing, and it goes, and then it's just batted up against the wall with the back end of your axe, and there's just this, and then a blood smear on the wall, and it's gone.
You can look at it and it died.
Fiona.
Okay, let's see here. Fiona simply raises her grimoire up, draws a full phaser from it, and throws it at bat.
Just doing ruin.
Yep, I think it's dead.
Which one did you hit?
The closest one.
So this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fiona, you just pop out your grimoire and flip it open. The pages twist for a second, and there's a gray bolt that launches forward and hits this bat, and it just disintegrates into ash, falling into the pool. Run. Magic missile.
Yeah, the one next to the one that Fiona killed. I'm just gonna flick a missile at it.
You can aim them at different ends.
No, there's one near you. The one.
Well, you can aim them at... Sorry, you can aim them at multiple enemies at once. One per bolt.
Yeah, well, I figured Hunt's gonna want the two in back, so I'll just take the one in front.
Alright. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Rowan, you're like, this really isn't worth my time, and bring up your hand, and then there's just a little wave of a bolt flying out, and it just pops the bat, then two more come by, and it falls to the ground, just dead. Kato.
Are there even any still alive that I can reach? I mean, there's water there. I don't have reach, Hunt.
Oh, okay. Do you have any... I guess you have any spells you can cast at short range, do you?
Not really, no. Not prepared, anyway. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you got this handled, and I can't reach those two, so have fun.
Okay, so Dak.
Dak actually points at the two bats and looks at Scotch and Millie and goes, "Do you guys take care of them?"
The two look at each other and they go, sure.
Okay, gonna have Scotch come over here and bite.
Just flies over, and the tiny little bat looks up, and it's just this little manticore fairy just flies by and picks him up like a hawk and grabs his head and just rips it off.
And then the claws.
I mean, it's already dead. Oh, Millie.
No, the other one. This one.
Millie then repeats the action, swoops in, and just slams the thing against the wall, like ripping down its chest, and it's dead. The bats are all dead.
Yay!
Xenia looks on jealous.
Ark is like, okay, so we've killed some bats. What's
Yay!
next?
You have to enjoy the small victories. Well, I guess we move up. Try to stay in formation. And Kato and Hunt thinking about it. Yeah, it's probably best if I take one of the sides.
Okay, who do you want to switch with?
Probably Kato, since he does have healing magic, he can take the middle. So I'll take over on the side here. Because I do have that reach, and that can stop things from coming out of the flank.
Okay. So you once again have freedom to continue moving. Or Fiona, how far you want to Agitar to move up since she's taking point?
Well, I have control of Agitar, but I can't really see anything from her point.
Hang on a second. Ah, that's why.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, I've got to remember to take off some of the dynamic lighting lines as I go. So, Fiona, as Agitar starts to move forward, she comes through this smaller passageway that she has to kind of squat through to not scrape her head against the ceiling. And as she comes through, two more of those little blue floating orbs just kind of twist very slowly in the air, watching her go by. They don't do anything yet. And once Agitar...
Sensing motive on them.
Okay. They are hard to read.
Funny, you'd think since they said shed so much light, it'd be easier.
They're not shedding a whole bunch of light. The ones that are these ones are like very, very faint, like fainter than Dax familiars in terms of light. The ones that are casting all the light are like the little fireballs in the other room.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, as they kind of just turn, they're blank. There's no expression, there's no faces, there's no nothing. They're just kind of floating balls of aether, more or less. They turn slowly, kind of like almost like a globe spinning as Agitar goes by, and then they turn back. When Agitar gets out, she looks around, and about her, she can look upward and see there's a path kind of leading out towards more water. And then she looks down and she can see there's a fork split, one heading out towards the water and one heading almost parallel to the path, to how the path would have gone if you had just kept walking down and there wasn't a wall in the way.
Alright, we're supposed to move up. Oh, damn.
Alright, are we doing it by, like, our actual increments, or...?
Just be very controlled about it. I don't want you zipping all around the dungeon.
I say we do try to keep it in, like, formation. So, Kata, I'll take this side if you want to take middle. Hunt takes right or left, whatever side that is.
You can tell the sight lines are a bit funky.
A little bit.
So as you guys start to move up, Agitar kind of leans back a little bit and goes, I can smell a lot of brine and fish. Lots of fish. Fishy fish, fish. Fish.
It is a secret. Can we say anything else?
What was that last bit?
Can you see anything else?
She looks around. She says, I see another one of those fire things. But
Fion squirts out in that direction.
that direction is currently blocked by a wall.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be that one for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, she squints it down the other path then.
Okay, so you're looking out that way.
Mm-hmm.
You take a peer outwards, and as you look down that direction, most of it's obscured by darkness, but you can see some faint flickering lights floating around what appears to be a giant clam.
So, what's the plan, O leader?
Fortunately, my vision is limited. I say we keep formation and head further in. We'll go up to... We'll go down my direction.
Dak,
This way.
Fionn, and Rowan, I need you... I would like for the three of you to roll a perception. Okay, so Fionn, you're a little bit more preoccupied, just kind of watching the little fireballs floating around. They're rather beautiful, like giving off this strange yellow-orange light, flickering in and out slowly and almost kind of mimicking the way a firefly would dance. They poof out of existence for a moment, then come right back. Though instead of it being the light that is temporary, it's the darkness that is, in this case. Rowan and Dak, meanwhile, you two see one of the little balls kind of whiff by Ark, and as it does, he kind of holds out a hand and he focuses for a minute. And as he does so, you watch it kind of drain into his arm and then just disappear.
So they're made of Acer? Looks over at Art.
For the most part, I would guess. Just kind of flexes his hand for a moment, twists his fingers around. I probably need 3 of them to get a spell back, but they seem to be little motes of aether given some sort of sentience.
Well, that's good to know.
So it was a sentient being that now been absorbed into you.
Maybe I chose the wrong word.
Not sapiens.
They had the ability to move.
Okay.
I can't know if they're sentient or not. They don't talk or react to anything.
So one could say not like a jellyfish.
Sure. Let's go with that. See, he's like, he's embarrassed now.
Alright, Agitar, if you'd like to, let's keep this thing going, get past here as fast as possible.
Where do you want to start from up?
We'll go down this way.
Have Agitar roll a perception. Awesome. Ow.
You okay?
I touched a spot on my leg. Apparently something bit me.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's a spider bite.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ah, what are with my rolls tonight?
Agitar looks around and she can still see some slick stones. She looks over to her right and there's darkness that comes through, and then she can see one little flickering ball of light coming out. Then she looks the other way and she can see the path continues to lead down. She can see more of the little flickering balls of fire. They would fall under something else, Yedrin.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Dak's just trusting the others to lead the way.
I was gonna say, should I roll perception when they?
I mean, if you have anything you want to do, just say you want to do something. Whether it's
just
whether
mostly
you want to
gonna-
roll perception, whether you want to try to figure out what something else is.
I'd probably wouldn't mind just rolling perception just to help keep an eye out. Because I think not much else I can do right now.
Okay. Yedrin, as you start to look around a little bit, you bring your hand up to one of the walls, and as you touch it, you can feel the dampness of the sea lingering on it. You can see where the pores have been ripped through the walls by the constant going and coming of the tides. Though this particular wall where you're touching, where the holes are, is dry for the most part. However, as you get lower and you're on this significantly dry portion, you see a solid line just all the way across this wall where it looked like water had dampened it. And then you look over to the wall across from you and the line is about that same height on the other one. And as you're looking at this, you kind of recognize that it's about 4 feet tall at that line. Shortly thereafter, you look back down and kind of bring your hands over the ground, crouching for a moment. And as you do so, you start to pick out small molted Sahagin scales.
You've definitely been to Hagen, and I can sort of guess that I'm guessing the water rises every now and again, probably joins certain tides and reaches a certain height. Although
Kato, what are you looking for?
I was looking at the see if I saw the same thing.
You can see the lines on the walls where it goes from light to dark from where it's been wetted.
Just kind of looks this over and Yeah, that's definitely tied, so we should probably make this quick.
Understood.
Alright. Well, let's keep pushing onward.
Oh, lead on.
Agitar, if you would.
Mark just kind of looks over at Dak. Just kind of is like unsure what to think at the moment.
Yeah, just kind of like looks at Ark and just kind of shakes her head a little bit.
As Agitar pushes on, she's continually going through the darkness. She looks forward, and with her form of perception roll, she can see the path is starting to narrow, and as it kind of heads down, just out the corners of her eyes, and leading further out, she could see a larger opening starting to come up ahead. But there's this very narrow sort of stone footpath that's heading up towards it. Around her are a number of small firefly creatures sort of fluttering around. And as she approaches, they actually come towards her and just kind of flutter about her body, kind of taking away that normal dark vision that she would have had, and just illuminates the area around her very faintly, as if she's surrounded by a dozen candles. And every time she kind of swats away at them, they just kind of flutter up out of her reach and then come back down, almost like a mosquito.
Gail narrows her eyes and tries to identify the magical properties of these metal.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was say Dak will do the same, saying, "Ha, she's terrible at it."
Fionn kind of looks at them for a second, and because of the way they're behaving and the fact that they're not burning Agitar when they land on her, stupefies her a little bit. They very clearly are made out of some sort of fire, but they're not setting anything on fire. Dak, meanwhile, you're looking at them and you're like turning your head back and forth, and you can tell they're not of this realm. You're not exactly sure where they would have come from. You're guessing there's some sort of outsider or some sort of ethereal projection. And while Rowan is looking at them, Rowan gets a few seconds and sort of recognizes them more for what they are, and realizes someone made the prestidigitation cantrip where they make the fire, animated that, and then made it permanent. So it's a light source that can't burn anything. It flickers in and out every now and then. Likewise, as she's looking, she realizes these things are old. Really, really, really old. Like, probably pre-Allegan old.
Jeez.
Some old spells.
Well, they're lighting their fire, so at least it seems that I can see a little bit from it, but they've been here for a long time. I wonder if they're reaching out to Agitar because she's old and from a different place, and maybe they're looking to punish energy. I don't know. But they're fire-based. It's a prestidigitation spell.
Huh.
And whoever cast it's long gone, but they've lingered.
Wow.
Agitar kind of like looks at them as they're floating around her, kind of forming like almost this little cloud. She goes, "That's all well and good, but I don't really feel like being a starlight tree." You see they like start burrowing into her fur, and they're just like flickering
twinkle,
back
twinkle.
and forth.
Well, now that you went and said something, that looks like that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Can I get like I guess it's candle, so it's like a 5-foot light radius thingy on Scotch.
Yeah. Hang on.
Because he's like a little candle.
Okay. Rowan, as you come up to try to sense motive on them, they kind of flutter around and start surrounding your hands, and there's a little flare up from the residual heat of your body, so it actually feels like they're giving off heat for a second, even though you know it's just you. And as you're examining them, you realize they don't really have a motive. They're just reacting to movement. They're reacting to aether that's around them. They're not trying, they can't drain it. They're just kind of
There.
yeah. They're set to just kind of flutter after things to illuminate the way. You would half guess that they were originally set and given the purpose of just being way markers for people who came in here, so that no one would get lost.
So they're just like floating lights. Only now they found something that they want to latch onto.
Yeah.
I want to play with the lights.
Okay. How would you like to play with them?
I'm gonna put my hand out and bring flame into my hand and play around with little flames of fire and see what they do with it.
Okay. So as you bring this flame into your hand, all of your fingers kind of ignite like little gas lights for a second, and then they fall back into your palm and make this little tiny fireball. And as it comes up and you do this, it flickers once, and the lights all sort of like flutter around you, forming this little cosmos around you. And one of the flames darts into the real one. And as it does so, the one in your hand sort of doubles in size, though you realize it's more just a trick. There's only one real fire, and the other half of it is just the light kind of mimicking it. And it circles off, and another one comes and does the same thing, and they all start kind of like swarming until it looks like you're holding this ball of fire about the size of Dak, and they all float around almost like they're giggling sprites and kind of swirl about you.
Rowan made some friends.
About damn time I got my own friends.
Oh.
Wow.
I can't. Never.
Rowan wants pets.
They sort of, and as you're doing this, several of them start to just dart around, and they place themselves in your hair, so it looks like you have like little fire gems all through your hair, kind of sparkling. And they just kind of blip in and out.
Well, this whole thing was to try to get them from bothering you, Agitar, so there you go, Mama Bear.
She just looks at you and she's like, "Thank you, Mama Elzen."
Rowan chuckles. No worries, I'm sparkly.
Rowan, you look very pretty.
Thank you, Work.
That actually does look kind of pretty.
If I was so surprised, also if they're attracted to movement and people, they're probably surprisingly good at keeping people from sneaking around proper.
That could be the ulterior motive of putting them down.
The question is, now that we got them off Agitar, them back in their spot to give us the light.
As you say this, as you say like back to your spot, they all just kind of shoot back off to where they were designated beforehand.
They appear to be more or less bound to this specific location.
Well, that's that. There we go.
Well, I guess now you know this trick. You could have some pseudo fire sprites of your own sometime.
Roll a
No, we-
spellcraft.
Roll spellcraft. Okay.
Or either spellcraft or a knowledge arcana.
Spellcraft is better than my arcana.
Rowan, being a bit knowledgeable about this sort of thing and about permanency and animation, recognizes to make one of these things would probably cost about 20,000 gil.
Ooh.
Ow.
Sorry, you have that, right?
21 gil. The bank is closed.
No, Encore, no. Damn it, Encore.
Hi, cat. You want to
I
push
help?
upwards?
He picked up my notes and ran away.
Oh dear.
Oh,
That sounds like
God.
our cat.
Well, hopefully it doesn't eat the notes and it just wants to lay with them.
No, I mean, he picked
never
him up
had
in
a
his mouth and he ran out the door.
I've never had a cat steal paper.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just saying, hopefully Uncle doesn't eat the notes, it just wants to lay with them or hide them.
Well, I caught him tearing up instruction manual for my room fan yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Oh, you should go get the
Yeah,
notes
they should get it.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I'm currently like holding him by his neck, so I am supporting his butt, so don't worry about that. But
You need to get him some crinkle toys or something. I think
he
you might
has a
like
bunch
the
of
crinkle.
mouses. He just plays with them. He likes
Just
anything that
give him a
smells like
box.
me. Bit the crap out of me this morning.
Oh.
Like I was just sitting next to him giving him a pet, and he turned around and bit the crap out of my leg.
Oh.
Maybe just put a cardboard box on the desk and then...
They have cat beds.
Yeah, they're called cardboard boxes.
Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shall we keep moving?
For the sake of a little bit of expediency, Agitar can see about 60 feet in, or that the path ends about 100 feet down, but there appears to be a ruined ship of some sort with 4 of those sprites in the next room. She kind of calls back and goes, Mistress, Worksend,
Yeah?
everyone else? Looks like there's a bit of a wreckage down below. I'd call it a dinghy. Too small to be a yacht, and definitely not a galleon. Smuggler ship.
Might be good to check for loot then.
Might be
Or just anything of important.
good to check, see if there's any markings on it.
Alright, let's go check it out.
Okie dokie. You guys just want to move down to the room or edge of the room? How far down do you want to go?
Yeah. Where's the ship down there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll move down like to about right there. Try to space out the back 2 lines a little bit more.
journey. Don't forget to move yourself, Fiona.
Alright. For the sake of it, who wants to roll perception?
Me.
I'll do it.
Anyone like the
Nope.
aid? Dak, you may roll your perception. Wow.
Look.
No, the two people who were going to perceive kind of peer into the darkness, and then Dak gets distracted by one of the pretty fluttering pyromancies behind her. Kind of reaches out and they start
Sounds about
floating
right.
around her. Works, meanwhile, starts to look, and Agitar just walks right in front of him. Kind of just pushing right by.
Kato road perception too.
I noticed.
Actual decent roll.
Over, I only asked for two of you to do so.
I
Since you were
know.
watching. But I will allow it. Kato, as you're looking out, you can see this gutted wreck of some sort of small vessel. There appears to be at least 3 small unopened boxes nearby with what appears to be a logbook sitting in the center of it. And as you're watching for a moment, kind of taking the time to observe everything, you smell something. It's odd to you. It doesn't smell like fish or any brine that you've ever smelled before. And shortly thereafter, you can kind of see a few heads kind of start to poke out of the ship, kind of gazing back at you. And as you look, you see 3 Sahagin emerge out, and they all kind of stare at you. Big, beady white eyes, probably the size of Gedrin's fists, gaze back at you. Their fins are half formed and kind of falling over to the side, like that floppy side mohawk haircut that's really popular right now. I don't know what it's called.
Aside.
I guess a side hawk. It looks like there's scars all down their faces and necks, with gills only on one side of their necks, and teeth that are too big for their faces, each of them carrying this bony trident and one overly long muscular arm, while another one flops almost uselessly over to the side. Their legs and fins kind of looking tattered and torn, while their webbed hands and feet are missing the webbing like every other digit. They kind of look at you and they're
Like hostile or like more
Can't tell it be a
afraid?
I know Sahagin.
Of course you do.
Clark, translate.
they're just making noise.
They're just making noises.
Like, Tart, you look, they're like missing like a quarter to 75% of their tongues. They have no real means of communication.
What happened?
I don't know.
Pirates were probably torturing them or something.
Can you tell them like that?
Not
You
to
know,
hurt them.
no harm.
Oh.
Roll diplomacy.
Bah!
I was like, should I say something or should I just gurgle?
They're starting to like cock their heads and at you. And they look at each other and they're like,
Dak just looks more and more concerned. Like
I think you may have insulted their mother.
I did not. Maybe they don't have this dialect.
Is that with the +2 or without it?
With.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. The +2 is
So it's 20.
after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fionn, you're getting from them, like from their body language, they're half hostile, but they seem to be listening to Dak. At least for the moment. They're very on guard.
Well, they're still guarded, but they seem to at least understand you.
Would our magic be able to help fix them at all, or is it too far past that?
That's
Roll
more of a purview of
uh,
powerful intention.
Heal?
Knowledge Arcana?
no, hang on 1 second. Roll a knowledge nature.
Oh dear.
You don't know what the hell's wrong with them. You don't know where to start.
Could I roll a knowledge nature?
You may.
Hers would be a lot better than mine.
Unless she rolls a 1.
Dak, you realize there's nothing to fix. These things are born this way.
Eh.
No.
I was just.
These things are just genetic monstrosities by the look of them.
There's nothing really to fix.
You take a look at them, you realize they're probably half blind by the guess of it. They're more or less kind of just reacting to noises or like some very faint vision. They're slow moving. By your guess, they're probably really, really strong with that one arm. And have a decent constitution. They're not quick. And they're definitely not dexterous. After
Now comes the difficult question.
Yeah, Dak, after a few minutes, do you remember reading something during your time in Lenosha? You remember a disease that hits Sahagin clutches called the Barracuda's bile, that when it infects the eggs, it retards the growth of the Sahagins significantly. You know these are, while they're still medium-sized creatures, most Sahagin you've ever seen are 7 feet tall. These are maybe 5'5". Likewise, it makes their teeth far too big for their body and encloses their throats. They can't take in proper nutrients, and they can't feed while they're inside of the eggs to grow better. So when they come out, they become deformed, usually with parts of their body too big and bulky for the rest of it. And it's a miracle that if they survive.
Now comes the difficult question. Do we put them out of their misery?
I think it's. I'd rather avoid unnecessary.
Yeah, let's leave them be.
I'd rather avoid unnecessary battle.
attack us, I say we leave them.
Yeah.
Just back up slowly.
As far as we know, they're not in the throw of a bite. Yeah, there's no fight to be had here.
Maybe you
He's
shouldn't say that
hungry!
name.
Oh my god.
Maybe you shouldn't say that name.
Okay, fair enough. So are they actually attacking?
Do what?
Are they actually attacking now or no?
No, they just all cried out in unison.
Okay,
Moving
we're leaving.
along.
We're leaving, but it's a hugging. Oh.
Make this mournful sound.
I wonder if we can give them like fish bait or something. Just make them a little more active.
Agitar looks back. Wait. We're not gonna read the log or anything.
Log?
Agitar goes,
If you'd like to retrieve it, then actually continue. She reaches her hand back and touches the fairy with your invisibility. Go fetch it, please.
oh, she's telling the fairy to go get it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the fairy's strength?
Let's. Five.
Could she lift a 10-pound book?
Let me check.
I don't think she can.
I think you can, just it might put her over light and comfort.
Teeny tiny fairy just trying to struggle to carry this book.
It's not a matter of where it grabs, it's a matter of weight ratio. A 5-ounce book cannot
Okay.
carry a 2-pound
It would
coconut.
be a light load. She could carry it.
What about like Millie or Scotch?
Well, she already cast invisibility on them.
Okay. So, you did cast invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a stealth.
That's with an additional +1.
So, good God, Fiona, your rolls.
No, that's... Oh, the Lord.
I know, right? It's getting kind of ridiculous.
Sucking all your luck out of you.
I think it...
I'm just
Arctic is looking out your luck to feed himself.
This is a lot. I try to go for flat bonuses most of the time.
Regardless, she floats over. The grunts like look around and then they like bring their attention back to Agitar. Zinnia picks up the book and kind of floats it back to you. Takes her all of like 20 seconds.
He catches it and looks to it discreetly.
Most of it is waterlogged and empty. However, at the very front, scrawled in messy handwriting, though that's still legible and seems to be fresh, you see a note that reads, "The captain likes his cabbage green."
Interesting. She quietly pockets the log for now and nods to the others. Shall we turn around?
The only other thing that you're getting out of the book at this time is in the very back. There's a battered inventory. You go through it, it's not coded or anything, and you read a single line that says 700 pounds of black powder.
Fiona repeats, interesting.
What'd you find?
She turns the log over to do it works, holding up both the very front and the very back.
I was gonna say, are we gonna wait until we get a bit farther away from...
Yeah. I told them we were leaving. We should probably go.
I'll look at it on the way back.
Kind of
The
glimpse.
the deformed Sahagin at this point have like formed a little circle, and they're kind of like sitting around each other. At which point, Fiona, you're busy. Works, you're busy. So Kato, Dak, Yedra, and Rowan, you all can roll a perception.
And Agitar?
Sure.
That would be a 23 on mine.
Okay. You all see them, like, they all sit in a circle, probably their knees are touching one another's. Agitar doesn't notice this. She's she's done with this entire situation. And as they come around, you just see them. One looks at the other one and cold cocks it, and they just go around the circle punching each other.
I don't even know why.
Their brains are probably not as well formed either.
For all I know, it's practice for them. Can we go, please?
Alright, let's head back. We'll head back to the, where the paths were.
Okay, so, Fiona and Dak, you two can take 50 points of experience.
For my.
I just look at the book and go, did I read that right? Did that really say 700 pounds of gunpowder?
If it makes you feel any better, the water is probably not it from there.
True, but still.
Well, if we need to bring this place down for any reason...
We know where to go.
Well, one, do we know if it's still in the ship? Or if it's been moved elsewhere? Two, if it's still fireable? And three, if that's for guns, or if that's for rather large explosive of some kind?
Oh, gunpowder's gunpowder, no matter what you're using it for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, is it all, would it all be stored away for being used in guns, or is it all set up to be made into explosive?
If it was in barrels, then they usually just transport gunpowder in barrels. I don't think they've really invented cartridges yet.
No.
Well, like I say, the question comes back to if it was even still there.
Did you notice anything unusual? Like any cargo still in the vehicle? Thinking the
Roll perception for her.
Well, you did say earlier there was 3 unopened boxes.
Yeah, she notes the 3 unopened boxes, not nowhere near big enough to hold like 400 pounds. These would be maybe the size of snuff boxes. So
yeah, we're not fitting 700 tons of fire sand, I suppose.
yeah, these things are like maybe a foot long by half a foot high.
Well, that means the gunpowder might be somewhere else, and oh my god, I think I know where they might be. which means
I
we need to be
you're
really
wrong.
careful.
Yeah, me being here, there's 700 of them, 700 pounds of it.
Well, that also means that they try to use it against us, we can just blow them, to the Seven Hills.
Brooks, do you realize how much that is?
Yes, it's a very large amount, and could probably blow up the rest of Ul'dah.
Ark kind of
Which would include us.
looks at Works, the Defion. And you see one of his eyes, like, very slowly start turning gold, and he's like...
You alright there, buddy?
Just an aneurysm.
I know that feeling all too well.
Well, shall we move on then?
Stop
Alright,
feeling them after stop feeling them after the first week.
Alright, what other ways do we have? We have back that way, was to the entrance. So we'll go this way!
Okay.
Okay.
Fionn. I need agitator
Yeah?
or reflex.
Oh,
Oh,
Good job. Works.
well, it was gonna be her or us.
wow, Works.
It's like... Mom here's like, is that all I have to you is disposable?
No.
At least you come back to life a lot easier.
Oh, they would.
Fionn, all of you here, or rather, Works, you see Agitar come out, you see her head swivel, and then all you see is her turn around and just check you and Kato back in as this stream of water just hits the wall, coming in as a pressurized jet, and it smooth bores like an inch of stone off the wall before it just drains back into the water.
Oh,
Okay, so that means we're going in the right direction.
Agitar's like, fucking clam.
So, Rowan, give it to He also heads towards the
a clam bake?
Ark kind of holds up a hand. He goes, no offense to Rowan, I'm sure she is very capable of this, but I can recharge my spells if I go eat some more of those things. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, let's have Ark do it.
Alright, go on.
He kind of
That way
steps
Rowan
out.
can save her. But
He's like, yeah, Works.
yeah.
She's a little big. Can you take a few steps back? No, I'm not. He's like, he holds his hand up. His Agitar looks at him offended. No, he's like, no. You're not fat. You're not fat. You're not fat. Please, don't claw my face off.
About to get a paw to the head.
He goes, okay, let's see what I can do
Actually, how many of those? If that's from a clam, how many clams are there?
here. She goes, see, Azure, I saw 2. Good God. Fucking cat.
Well, that's a big deal.
He rolled a nat. Ark rolled a nat 20 on his stealth, so he just rolled a 69 on his stealth.
Jesus.
Nice.
So he just slides around the corner, like just disappears out of view. And then there's a moment of silence, and he goes, and you hear a poof, and an explosion. And then you start hearing some cursing.
What was that?
Just kind of turns around and he comes back and he like slinks over and he just taps Fion's shoulder. Just like a phantom. He goes, Yeah, I broke one. There's another one right around the corner. Now I can get it. But it's overlooking a path, and I'm kind of scared that if I shoot that one, it's gonna alert some more people.
Alright, can we take it out silently then? Without shooting it?
If you want to swim.
Now, unfortunately... Arm.
Galen looks over to Agitar.
Archie Mall's like, and if you excuse me, I'm gonna go eat. Yeah, just like
Well-
darts off.
I would like to try to keep this as quiet as possible and see if we can get a sneak attack on them. Adrian, think you might be able to take it out?
Really depends on where it is and various factors.
Ark said you have to swim.
Ark comes back and he just like grabs Yidrin by the shoulder and he goes, I can run a distraction if you want to just charge it. Or I can hang back. You all are the heroes, not me.
I'd like to keep things silently, that way we can sneak up on any other groups and try to get an advantage there.
As you such, you can try this.
Actually, he stops and he looks at Yedrin and goes, Yedrin, how good are you with a sword?
It's not my specialty, but I can use one.
He kind of like pulls out that long band of crystal that he calls his sword, and he like holds it out to you. He's like, "Would you like to try using it on the thing?"
Oh. Sure, if you want to keep this stealthy, here you go. Just have those boots.
He's like, "I'm not planning on being sneaky. I'm planning on drawing its attention and trying to shoot me, so you can just break it."
Yeah, let's go with that. That's more our style anyway.
If you're sure.
Networks is just like actively trying to not give you the boots.
I mean, if you want to sneak, yeah, sure, take them.
Okay, do we want to be stealthy about this, or do we want to just go in there and try and be really fast about it?
We'll be stealthy. Here, take the boots.
Okay, double check if anything else plans to go again, I guess. In which case,
I think they were +2, weren't they?
I think
Five.
we're +5. Yeah. In which case, Adrian's gonna use the boots. Is Ox still offering the sword just to.
Yeah,
make it
he's
easier
holding
to
the sword
break?
out to you.
Okay. In that case, use the boots, borrow the sword.
And rolls a 1.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I think I could just jinx this. Let's see what happens.
No, it's okay. Fion's rolling bets.
Okay, you start to sneak around, and Ark just kind of runs out. He's like, oh, man. He sees it aiming at him, and he goes, "Why do I feel suddenly like I have caught a massive case of this stupid?"
That's because you're with us.
At which point, he goes, and you hear this click, and he goes, "Yep, I caught a case of this stupid." And you see this jet of water slam him back into a wall while Yedrin goes out around him.
Oh.
Oh dear.
He doesn't seem too badly injured, though. You see this like big blot of blood on the back of his head and kind of like staining the wall from where he hit. He's just like,
Are
Are you
That's-
okay?
Like it's smarts.
Yeah, a little bit.
And oh yeah, all character. I'm guessing this is supposed to be it, or is
That's it.
okay. And oh boy, that's okay. Some water. I guess I'm gonna try and use the opportunity Ark gives me to attack it. Not sure what I'm gonna need to do to reach it or whatever.
Oh, would you like to attempt to jump, or would you like to attempt to just run through the water?
Let's see. Is that a 20-foot jump or 15?
From there, there'd be 20.
I think that's exactly how acrobatics works, sorry.
It's... For a long jump of 15 feet, the acrobatics DC is 15 feet. Is 15. For greater than 20 feet, it's plus 5 per every 5 feet.
So to make that jump, I need to hit a DC check of 15.
Yeah, to jump from the edge to the rock.
I guess I'll be doing that then.
Okay.
Guys.
Gedrin, after the bolt of water kind of passes you by and you watch Ark go sailing back, you just break out into a run. And the rest of you see this little Ara girl just kind of break into the full runner sprint, hit the edge, and leap out with all of her gear on her, almost looking like she's about to take into a 10-point dive, but instead she just lands on the rock right in front of the giant clam.
So. Okay, so I don't have the stats on that sword.
That's fine, just roll an attack.
Just roll,
Melee attack, yeah.
yeah. So I just do this.
Okay. So that's gonna be. I got backup on.
Who's it from?
Test.
I don't hear it.
Hear you.
It coming from roll 20.
Okay.
Do you have Rowan's thing muted?
Yeah, I just muted it.
Your broadcast glitch, right? You have the stream up?
Yes, but that's muted.
muted as well.
Okay.
Rowan's been.
I was gonna say, I made a mistake.
Yeah, it's just roll 20. I can tell you that much because I can hear the echo, but then I mute my Chrome and there's no echo.
That's weird.
Yeah, no.
Well. Anyway.
Yeah.
Gedrin, that's gonna be 1d8 plus your strength modifier plus 2d4 electric damage.
So 1d8 plus strength plus 2d4. I'm hoping this comes out right.
Could probably do 3.5 since Adrian doesn't have anything in the other hand, right?
Up to y'all.
Yeah, you can do two-hander.
Okay, let me double check what that puts me at. I think. Okay, so then that's that. I'll roll the physical damage, then I'll roll the electric, and roll 20 just glitched out on me.
Yeah, just reloaded.
Yeah, they don't like it.
Probably server stuff.
Okay, everything's coming back. Okay, so roll 1d8 plus this, and then
Okay. And now
2d4.
2d4.
Wait.
Wait, why is that?
Typo. It's doing D1.
Oh yeah, that's why. Well, I'll redo the 1d8, so I wasn't loading my typing correctly because it was still loading everything back in.
Regardless, Yedrin, as you run up and you swing, taking the blade into both hands, and you go in, as you come down, you watch as the blade just kind of phases right through the clam shell, goes into the interior, and slices right through it. There's this very loud crackle inside of it, and then you kind of see like bits of meat that has become more liquefied kind of flow out the end and into the water, and it doesn't attempt to open again.
Bang.
Oh god. So yeah, Ark took 28 points of damage off of that.
Oh no.
You still got the healing stick, Todd, I think.
Oh, I know.
Just kind of like fuck. Almost rolled max damage against my own character.
Good job.
Off dice. I think you roll near max damage on against everyone, including yourself.
Feels like it.
The epitome of masochist.
Out of 32 points possible, I dealt 28.
Okay, why is that damn it? Oh, because I just put it as...
You poke him and he's just like, oh, don't worry about me, I'm fine.
Alright, we good?
Yeah.
It's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, we can move in here and see what's going. Is the clam dead?
Roll perception.
That's good.
For all that you know, yes. It appears to be dead.
I was gonna say, poke.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Christ.
Kind of peeks around the corner.
Ark just offers his hand out to you, Yedrin.
I accept his help.
Kind of pulls you in, like, almost to a hug, then kind of like twists you around and puts you down to the side.
Thank you.
Welcome. Can I have my sword back?
Yep. Hands it back to him.
you. Puts it away.
That's
Agitar comes back out, and she's like looking around, and she goes, well, now that we've had all our warm fuzzies and the whatnot, where to, glorious leader?
Path's really splitting up at this point.
Goes down more. That way goes up further.
Dak looked off to the northeast.
Roll a perception.
Yeah.
Dak, as you're examining, you can see a bunch of little flickering lights, and you look closer and you can see another pair of clams by the looks of it.
There's another set of clamps to the north.
Alright, let's check out the south then.
Actually thinking on something. We're looking for a pirate. He'd probably want a place where he could park his ship. I was gonna say, maybe like a survival or like engineering or geography or something to see if there's any like way to tell like.
I mean, if you want to roll a knowledge geography, go ahead.
Yeah, like I guess it would be like water flow or something, or just some general knowledge of the area.
Hunt, with your knowledge of geography and being more familiar with this area, it doesn't take you long to remember, like, at the back of the Sea Grot is a location called the Sultana's Lap, which is this open cave that's connected immediately to the ocean where people could probably keep a ship very easily.
Which direction would that be? Like,
if we're on a normal compass rose, it would be the east.
So this way?
Yes.
It takes a second to think. Considering we're looking for pirates, they most likely have a ship would want to dock somewhere. Towards the east, there is a place that leads straight out into the ocean.
Well, alright, let's go that way then.
Although, that might put us near the clams. Just
now,
be aware.
like I said, I mean, if we have to fight, we have to fight. I just want to avoid unnecessary battle, and just that way we can save ourselves for the real battles.
Yeah, I understand.
Art goes, I'll do whatever you guys say. I feel I overstepped my bounds a little bit there, doing what I just did, so...
Glad for the input and assistance. If you didn't want it, we would have wanted to continue.
You see him kind of like move his finger and he's like mouthing eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Just goes around. He goes... He finally stops and he goes, oh. Hey, Rowan?
Yeah?
I'm just going to listen to you for the rest of the time I'm here. If you want something done, just let me know.
Rowan just gives him a bit of side eye and he's like, oh. Okay.
He shuts up completely and just gives you a thumbs up.
That's for Ark.
He's like, you didn't have to, but thank you.
Just pats him on the shoulder and heals him.
His ears wiggle a little.
Alright, well let's keep going here. So to the east then. I guess up north then for us.
Agitar starts walking forward, and as she does, she goes, alright, well, there's a path leading directly north. I can see what looks to be a bit of beach to the east over some water. And then I see this little path we're on. She kind of stamps down, and you can see there's like this path of half coral, half wooden planks, kind of supported, rolling on down to the south as well.
Oh, we'll head that way then. Well, let me see. This way, we have that way. There's too many directions. Alright, well, we'll head north. We'll see where that leads us.
Let's right towards the clams.
I mean, we're going to probably fight them anyway. We'll have to fight something anyway. We'll just have to make it quick.
And Jojo just kind of looks back at you, and she goes, "So north."
North it is.
Yeah.
Theon, how far does Hedgetar go? And apparently works when swimming.
Oops.
As always, Agitar is going at 20 feet, so it's not that he's back.
You said Edgestar has dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far out's your dark vision? 30 or 60?
60.
Sorry. Hold on. There you go.
Okay.
Edgestar just kind of like turns, and then she goes, Worksend.
Yes.
From how I'm looking right now and what I saw earlier, this path is circling right back around the way we came.
So it's going to lead us back to where we started?
Yes.
Alright. Then we'll head south. That way
Dead
we don't make
south.
any
She goes dead south of southeast.
southeast.
That's all you feel. Likewise, as Agitar gets right there, I would like you to roll a perception check.
Hang on, I have to hurry up and everything. Also, my mistake, it's apparently low light vision.
So it's low light?
Yeah.
I would say that works. It's not pitch black in here, but it's dark.
Yeah, that'd be enough.
Alright, so as Agitar comes down, she like perks up a little bit and she goes, cocks her head back toward the south. She looks back and she goes, I'm hearing something mighty raucous down that way. And from the smell of it, some mighty strong brew as well.
These are going in the right direction. There's pirates.
Possibly. I mean, we could ignore them and come back around for them later, or head down to them now.
Well, pirates are the reason we're here, so take them out.
Bless you.
Oh, fuck! My bad.
What's wrong?
No, it's
Okay.
fine. Nothing to apologize for. I've been doing it all day myself.
Yeah, that was actually a decent one, so it wasn't as bad as the other one. Sorry, I'm going back on mute.
Agitar goes, alright, you're gonna go smash some heads finally.
Yeah. Good, my itching for a little bloodshed.
She looks over and she goes, hey, Worksend,
Mm-hmm.
I has an idea.
I'm listening.
It'll be a surprise.
Okay.
Oh, my turn. She starts laughing a little bit. Anywho. We all gathered up.
Take it away, Mama Bear.
She just starts walking down the path. Very slowly.
Stan pointed to cast mage armor on herself and Rowan.
Alright.
Oh, you now have plus 4 AC.
I was gonna say,
What'd you say, Fiona?
Now plus 4 armor AC.
I thought, isn't this something you wanted to cast on yourself for this adventure? Okay.
Dak cast barrier.
Yeah, I cast a barrier on myself.
Jesus, Dak, 29?
Yeah,
Wow, you're better than like all of us.
that's because the barrier's +6.
And the +2 from bowl.
Yeah, +6 from that, +2 from the bowl, +2 from the
Oh, I should add that on.
the little necklace thingy, or was it a brooch? I can't remember. And then +4 from my shirt.
Jesus Christ, that means if I cast
shouldn't the shirt not
scale,
stack?
she'll be at 30.
You said it was a deflection bonus
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll get
for
that'll be.
barrier. Yeah, because it's not mage armor; it's a different kind. So it's that.
It's shield.
Yeah, it's shield.
But better.
And then I'm also small, so I get a bonus on that as well.
I think Carl's internet just dropped.
Yeah.
Well,
Like the whole internet, or
I
Is
mean,
it?
he's out of here and roll 20.
Yeah.
just
Ark, meanwhile, has kind of like walked forward and he's like leaning against the wall, just kind of listening for now.
Welcome back.
caught up?
Maybe welcome back.
Yeah, my Discord spazzed out there for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Roll 20 also disconnected you, it seems like.
Oh.
Maybe the server hiccuped.
I was gonna say, I was pretty sure your internet hiccuped.
No, I somehow accidentally closed the window
No.
or tab.
Okay.
That's kind of staying back a little bit, letting everyone go forward.
Ark's looking at Agitar, and then the rest of the party.
When you're going through a dungeon and all you get to see is bear butt.
I mean,
Bare ass.
welcome to World of Warcraft with a druid tank.
So what? I forget. What was you just said? You just told Agitar just to take the lead or whatever, or go ahead.
Yeah. Exact words were, "Go for it, Mama Bear."
I mean, it's on Fiona.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought since you were narrating, you were moving her.
No, not moving her. I'll talk for her, but I'm not gonna make her actions.
Well, I mean, you were just doing that, though.
Wait, can we not go over that way, or I guess not.
Over what way?
This way.
Well, you said go south, so
Yeah, you want to attack the pirates or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
guessing
okay.
they're
noise
this
is
way.
south.
Yeah. Of course, I can't really see anything because my character doesn't have any sight. I don't think they kind of do, but they don't have. I'm not sure if they got the dark vision. What they do, but yeah, it's weird.
Yours is probably getting overlapped by our light spells.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like I can tell that my token has vision, but at the same time, it's like it'll lose it weirdly. Like whenever I get near the edge of any of the light. I think my vision's coming off.
Agitar comes into the chamber along with Orcs and Kato, and as they kind of come through this natural like choke point tunnel, they look through and they can see there's a small patch of like almost sugar white beach sand kind of separating this coral path with a more naturalized stone floor coming in.
Alright, let's try to keep one alive so that way we information on its place.
As you wish.
Agitar just kind of nods a little.
Try. Can't really say much because I can't see anything right now, so.
I mean, you can move up.
Yeah. Well, Agitar's kind of in the way.
If I did, that doesn't really do much for my sight, because.
Anyone else coming?
Yep. I'll try to keep a formation, but unfortunately the passages don't allow for such.
Mm-hmm.
Would anyone like to do anything before you go in? Or...
Actually, Hunt, me and you switch places, because I do have range attack.
Okay.
I think that's it for me. Tart and Fiona, see if you can spread out a little bit more.
Oh, Derek's just coming
Like-
in really quick to tap Fiona.
Like, if you could move here, we'll bring Fiona down here, and then arc where Fiona is.
Yeah, Derek just taps Fiona with guidance. It's a little +1.
Keeping an eye out?
Yeah.
You turn to like give Ark an order. He's not there.
God damn it.
Then you like feel this like faint brush of cat fur against the back of your neck for a second.
So yeah, I was gonna join in on being a bit sneaky and see if I can't.
Well, if you want to, speak up and consider it.
Yeah, I just keep one. I'm keeping an eye out, and two, even though I'm not sure if there's anything to block sight, maybe I can use Agitar as a blocker.
Agitar, that's off.
Yeah, not happening.
Nope.
No stealth.
Jedrid tries to get sneaky and like goes and hides behind Agitar and crouches down. All of you can see her rather apparently, and Agitar is even like 2 feet taller than you. I
Uh,
can see you between my legs.
I'll admit, look better in my head.
Dak's going to do something really quick, if that's okay.
Sure.
Really?
This is-
Fuck you. Did I roll 2 1s? I did. Go me.
Oh my god.
So,
What?
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. Great.
60 rounds.
So everybody gets a +2 to all their rolls.
Yeah.
And 6 temporary health.
Yeah.
I was hoping for higher minutes and HP. God damn it.
I'm not even sure what I would.
Just
Actually,
add it
let
to
me
your
see
total health pool.
that.
It's just, I was just trying to give everyone a little bump.
Yeah, I meant the walls. I could probably just set up a custom buff now. That's an option.
No.
Fiona,
Yeah.
did you pop up a little haste thing? It's everybody within, like, what, 30 feet?
Mm-hmm. Also, nothing new. I don't remember seeing it.
The custom buff thing?
Yeah, the custom
Yeah.
buff thing appears to be new.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem to do anything though.
Yeah, it's just for you to list them.
At that point, Works, you see Art kind of like, for a second, kind of like reappear beside you. He's like, I forgot something. Snaps his fingers, and everybody has haste.
Okay, so.
Oh god, man. Don't tell me he's like.
Sorry.
Okay, so wait, that's. Okay, so that's. 1 to AC, 1 to reflex. What else did that do? Oh yeah, 30 to movement. Then my. We just have to remember we got +2 to all the walls or something, because I'm not sure if I can chain. Like. Not sure what that counts with. I'll try.
Why is... Okay. Well, I must have had something wrong. Okay, so that was supposed to be 27, not 29. No.
Okay, when it says +2 to walls, that means initiative, the saves, and your attacks, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
skill checks, I guess. But I'm not going to do all those.
Wait, is it +2? It says +1.
Plus, it says 8 effect, +2 to all walls, 6 temp HP, and then duration 1 minute. That's talking about the ties of bind.
Okay.
And then haste is +1 to AC, +1 to reflex, and 30 movement, and the extra attack, right?
Yes, extra attack when you make a full round.
Okay. Sorry for all the bookkeeping, just trying to get this all straightened out.
Buffs are fun.
Especially when you don't got a good way to add them to everything.
Yeah, I liked the old sheet better.
This one's better for a lot of other things, it's just the buffs are like the one place where it doesn't really have much of anything.
I just keep it written down, be like, okay, just remember to add +2 to this.
I just make use of all the temp slots, it's just trying to add it all up in my head. And then add it to the temp slot. Anyways.
That move makes me freeze.
So how do you guys want to go in? Do you want to go shock and awe? Do you want to try to stealth in? Right. What's going on?
We can try to get a. I mean, we have haste, so I mean, I think shock and awe is going to be a good thing, especially since we can get spread out in here. Looks like, at least from what I can see.
Basically, bullwash them for any time to react to anything.
Pretty much. Hit them before they know what hit. Hit them before they even know what happened.
Okay. So, does anyone in particular want to move up first, or we keep an Avatar in the front?
We'll have Agitar, kind of run in. Moss them.
Okay, well, Agitar's currently...
We don't even know if there's anyone there yet.
So she could hustle and a short charge for 140.
I can't even see what's going on, so I don't even know what you're seeing.
Fionn?
Yeah.
As Agitar comes up, I would like you to, or goes in, I would like you to roll a perception for her. So she's not just like bum rushing it in, she's like walking as close as she can so that she can try to find a target first.
So yeah, my token has no sight. I'm seeing off you guys. Which is part of the weirdness I'm seeing. I was just experimenting, like this area here to me is perfectly dark, because I can only see what Woman sees, what Cardo sees.
Yeah, I can only see what we're seeing, what Kato's seeing.
That's 10.
Yeah, I guess I don't benefit from dark vision right now because we got torches and stuff.
Do you have dark vision?
Okay.
Yeah, I actually do have a 60-foot dark vision.
Should have told me that.
Yeah,
I don't even see you, Yedrin. God, I have like nothing for dark vision.
I don't think,
I have no idea.
I don't think you have dark vision, period. There,
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, I think we built off different sets of racials to take into account and say that I went off the FFD20 with permission. I think he went off something else.
I went off what Ark told me.
Well, she's Azalea, you're a Ornir, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
That'd be right.
Anyway, Fiona, as
Well, an Ornir is a Zio tribe.
whatever the other type is.
Ron?
Ron. Yes, Ron. Sorry. Rain, Ron. But anyway, Fiona Agitar starts coming down the corner, and as she does so, because nothing's really hiding, she looks immediately to her right, and she can see 3 pirates. One's at a table by himself, kind of illuminated, or she is illuminated very faintly by a few candles. Then you see another 2 sitting near each other, another man and a woman, talking for the moment. They do not appear to have noticed Agitar yet. But she notices that they are drinking, that they appear to be talking, and then she can see a bar and a couple of other tables illuminated by candles. And then she looks over to her left, and the elongated wall blocks most of her vision. However, she can see another table and part of a bar illuminated by candles. And she does relay that information to everybody in a very hushed tone.
Hold on, I'm really like...
Hey, Art, can I get a low light vision on deck? Thank you. Much better.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, so everyone good? Everyone can hear?
It's still kind of chugging. I'm trying to figure out what's causing it.
It's probably just because it's big. I'm sorry.
I might have to restart my browser at this point. It's been acting weird ever since Roll20 restarted. I wonder what's up with that.
Their servers are probably having issues.
The storms probably affect them.
Maybe. Can you pull Zinnia over to me? I can't see her anymore.
You wanna? Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Yes. Anyway. What's the plan then?
Well, plan is we run in, we kill them, we take the loot.
Plan is don't die.
Plan is once we get in there, spread it out. We don't need any big things hitting us that can avoid multiple hits.
The Agitar just kind of sighs and she goes, "Okay, I can see. Looks like 2 bars, 3 tables right now, a 4th larger table with a lot of books and ends and baubles on it in the center. Otherwise, don't see much else. I see 3 pirates right now."
There should be. There's probably a few down there, but nothing we can't handle.
Alright then.
I think we'll totally set the plan as full wash before the other times react.
Yep. That is the plan.
Well, once everyone looks to be ready, Fion's moving into position,
You move
and
right where I had
that's
stealth
the
arc,
left.
Fionn. You just like run over and all you do is you just like just feel like you feel a body and he's just going.
Fion, it's just obey. Awkwardly.
You just like you just feel like you just stood on his tail and he's just like. Okay, Fionn, so you should be able to see where the 3 pirates are on your screen, right?
Are we all ready then?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Well, I don't think Fionn herself can see them. I know Agitar can see them, so she should pinpoint them.
That's good enough.
Okay. So you cast webby webs. You mind drawing a square or something for how big it is? There. Thank you.
Hang on, I have to move my yeah. There, that is now wet.
Okay.
And she's going to add plus 2d.
So she's gonna add +2 to that.
Get for a total of 20.
As Fionn flings it out, there's this large ball of white that appears in front of everybody, and it flings itself out, expanding into this 40-foot circumference web that flops down over the tables and smacks dead onto a small group in the darkness ahead of you. Agitar can see this plainly. The rest of you kind of are like having to squint to sort of even remotely make it out. And all of a sudden you just hear this cry of, "What in the 9 hells? What is this?" Like,
I'm probably just totally silent and taking out my bow because now I can't get into melee.
yeah, there's just this scream kind of going up, and as
I
this
did ask if everyone was ready.
as this happens,
I am. I didn't know you were just kind of rushing in there. Or we were
you
doing
have a
initiative.
surprise round. What are each of you doing?
Well, we can move 60 feet and still. I can move double my speed and still attack, right?
That's a
since
charge.
you got-
So if you do
yeah.
that in a straight line, and there's nothing blocking you.
Well, I thought with haste.
Well, he has haste,
Well, no,
so
I thought with haste
he's
you
got
got
his-
double movement speed.
It doesn't
for
double
you,
it
yes,
as
but
30,
it's
doesn't it?
30. So for you,
Yeah.
Which is
that
double.
would
Which is double
technically
my
be
movement speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 30 up to double your move speed, so...
Oh, perfect! I can attack this one right here.
Yeah, you'd have to move here, just not so you're not in the web. But it's still within reach.
All right. Can you keep that mark right there for a sec? Thank you. And I think that's only what one attack then.
As a surprise round, you can't even attack yet. I don't think you can move or attack was the thing, I'm pretty sure.
I thought you could.
Let's check.
Of course, Ark can always change that rule into if he doesn't like it, so
Yeah.
EM says.
Yeah, house
It's
rules.
literally your god.
Yeah, you can take a standard or a move action.
Okay, so I can do a single attack then.
You can move or do a standard action.
No. I thought with haste you got for a surprise round.
Yeah. With
Okay.
haste, you get an extra action if you do a full round.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I'm just looking what I can do. Although it sucks that it's not within 30 feet, so I can't sneak attack during it. But I can, before we even start the fight, shoot the one guy with an arrow.
It's up to you.
Oh damn! If I move 30 feet away, oh, damn! I gotta reload real quick. If I move 30 feet, I probably could have done a range.
Everyone, webs are very flammable as a head.
Say that one more time.
Webs are very flammable as a heads up. Go ham.
Burn the webs, burn the webs, burn the webs.
Okay.
Kill the reds! Kill the reds!
Burn the witch! Burn
Although
her!
I think I'm actually going to take this prize round to move
Which?
position. I'm going to
Not you're a mage.
Well, technically.
I'm going
Well,
to
she
take
has-
this.
Well, she hasn't turned anyone into a newt yet, so we're fine.
I think I'm
Okay,
going to take this. I'm going to take the surprise round to move into position. So, like, wait. Where do I want to
I mean,
move?
it's still flat-footed until they move, so.
Yeah. Where do I want to move? I'll move. Here. Here and here.
Avatar will also be moving in.
Okay.
It's supposed to be rolling initiative yet, or
Well,
No, we get
I'm
we
doing
get-
it ahead of time for.
Yeah, we can move or perform one action, like one standard action right now. So
Oh, please tell me. Okay, good. That leaves Kato,
I'm
Dak, and
casting
Fiona,
fly on
Zinnia,
myself.
and Rowan. You're doing what, Dak?
I'm casting fly on myself.
Okay.
So wait, Fion's action wasn't part of the surprise round?
Well, yes, it was. That was your surprise that alerted everybody.
I'm just thinking I'm be using a lot of fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna be using my my magic missile.
You may all roll initiative now.
okay.
Remember to keep
Zinnia
yourself.
is going to
Wow.
use.
It
that
went up
we-
anyway. Okay, and Kato cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Damn, Eugene.
I was gonna say, since I was moving, I probably just kept my axe out since I was thinking about taking a shot at that bow, but it's like, nah.
I think I'm only missing Fiona now. That Kato. Well.
What?
What happened? Of course.
Who rolled a 1?
Arc.
Because I stepped on his tail, most likely.
Ezra,
Okay.
Man, I am low down this list.
Trying to figure out where I want to. What I want to do, since I can move pretty far, but not that far, so.
roll perception for me while you're doing this. Or you're trying to figure it out.
Okay.
And have Agistar do the same there, Fiona. Yeah, Yedrin and Agitar, as they run in, they kind of like keep their heads on a swivel, kind of clear the room tactics as they come in, and they both turn and they're like, oh yeah, there's more pirates the other direction.
Okay, yeah. I'll go handle some of that. So, swift action, study this one.
Okay.
And then move action, move into range. And you know what's fun? Since they haven't had a chance to take a turn yet, they're technically flat-footed, so this is gonna be real fun.
Oh god.
Stab him.
So, first off, that is actually 28 on the attack roll, and then he's flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yedrin, as you run up and swing, you see the woman turn around and she's starting to bring a gun up and it has it like in the hip fire position. And as she twists, you're already twisting your hip into a run, bringing the axe around. She goes, "What the?" And you just see her head fall off from her shoulders, roll down her arm right onto the table, and her blood extinguishes the candle that's there.
Hey, Ark. Just a quick question.
What up?
For Agitar's Great Hammer, what should I be using instead?
Just use a large great hammer.
Are there great?
Great club, Earthbreaker. Pick or choose.
Earthbreaker works.
Okay, so is that your turn, Yedrin?
Can't really do anything else right now.
Okay.
Oh god, this is gonna be so crazy.
Oops. Wrong layer. Okay. And which one was that? The other woman seeing kind of what's going on, looking around, confused, and then seeing a giant "fuck you" bear standing nearby, is like, and pulls out a rifle that Agitar can see. And she pulls the trigger, and as she does so, the barrel explodes. And she looks down and just is like, and just drops the weapon.
A misfire.
Oh, the misfires.
Rowan.
Which one had the misfire?
You can't. I don't think you can see her, can you?
I could see someone here. Hold on a second. Yeah, I could see that person there, and I could see another person to the right of Works.
Okay, the one that I just clicked on had the misfire.
I'm just gonna do my fireball for my magic missile for now.
Okay.
And then wait, that's spear damage. Hold on 1 second. I'm not casting my crown yet. I'm waiting till we find somebody.
Okay. Well, as your magic missiles go soaring and they peg the woman, by the way, you did 3d6 instead of 3d4, but I'll allow it since it was only an 8.
Sorry.
No worries. That slams into the sharpshooter over there, who's like holding, like looking at the remains of her gun, like, I paid so much for that. And she looks up and you just see all these bolts just start hitting her chest. She's like, oh. Just like her pride is just shot at the moment. Orcsend.
Well, let me see. Since we have haste, I get 3 attacks, right?
If you do a full round action.
If you do a full round.
Well, I'm attacking this unlucky person right in front of me.
Okay.
If they're caught in the web, does that give me extra attack?
I mean, she's already flat-footed.
So that gives what?
That means they have no
That
dex
means
haste.
it's less. You still do your normal rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
What is that? That's 1d10. Oh,
Don't forget your third attack, so do that one more
Yeah.
time and you'll just take the third one.
I'm just thinking if I want to re-roll that damage.
You did roll 1,
Yeah.
but you're also doing a third attack.
Yeah, but I still want to re-roll that damage for much better damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, one more time.
And-
Critical does confirm, so...
Well, that doesn't matter because the attack before it's the one that would actually be from the haste.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, but we'll take the crit. That way I can glory kill this bitch.
Nah.
You don't
Aw.
need that.
Oh,
I don't think
wait,
you need
wait,
that
wait.
crit to do it.
Regardless, what is that? That's,
Oh.
so that's 32 plus 11?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, she's dead anyway.
Hey, Ark, I don't see in the turn order, and I rolled a 17 on initiative.
Did you remember to click your token?
It got deselected.
Okay, I will add you.
Hey.
You can.
And we'll go ahead and say it is... I'm going to order this back. We'll say it's your turn, and then we will just go around Worksons.
Okay.
Regardless, Works, you just... The woman, like, before you is, like, just getting the gun out as you turn over and you bring Twintanya's fang over and slice right across her body once, like, tearing open the pirate's uniform and causing blood to spill out and some of her underclothing to show before you turn back around and slam the back end of the spear across her temple. She goes unconscious, but in the fury of the moment, you just turn around and stab her again through the chest, leaving her dead.
He's got some latent issues from the last gunner.
No mercy!
Anyway, Fiona, your turn.
Fiona moves closer into the room and, noticing the people on the other side, fires a ruinous bolt at the leftmost.
Okay, so a ruin at this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
He just goes, huh? As he sees everything kind of going on, just confused. And shortly thereafter, there's the sound of him crying out as the bolt flies over and hits him dead in the face, and one of his eyes almost like immediately swells shut from the magic just exploding. There's a burn across him. He's like, ah!
Meanwhile, Avatar stomps over to the pirate whose gun is fired and looks at her meditate.
I thought Rowan killed her.
No,
Oh, wait, did she?
no.
This one?
That
No.
one's still alive.
You hit her a couple times.
Wait, how on earth does Avatar not have intimidation training?
Probably does. I just didn't really assign most of the skills.
Okay, so,
Give her 6 ranks plus 3. Then whatever the large modifier is.
I can't remember if there's a large modifier. Let me double check, but,
But think of your size modifier.
no, let's just take,
You get a plus 2.
Okay, that works. So that's a total of plus 11.
Right. Plus,
Oh, wait,
plus
10.
whatever her strength or charisma is.
Oh, charisma? Charisma's -1, but strength is +7.
It is a feat to use strength instead of charisma.
Yeah, and it's unfortunately one she doesn't have, so.
Girl, it's still +10. What is your goal with that? Are you trying to demoralize? What?
To get her to stand down. Because if she tries anything, she's gonna get clubbed over the head.
She's just like, and just kind of like sits down.
Oh, there's one we're supposed to keep alive. And that's my turn.
Okay. Yedrin, the two pirates that are still near you, both immediately turn and charge into you.
Well, there goes Yedrin getting wrecked by the mini-boss. Let me see where Yedrin is.
Guarding my notes.
When he's not trying to eat them.
Yedrin, what is your AC right now?
25.
Really? 25?
Yep.
Alright. The two slam into you, but they don't appear to get through your armor. The bowl and the haste and everything kind of making everything just sort of bounce off of you instead of being any real threat at the moment. Gato.
Let's see. Okay. Is there any alive over in this direction? I can't see anything.
It's because there's dark.
Oh, it's quick, sorry.
I mean, is he asking?
If you use perception, you can probably hear the ones bull rushing me.
First move. Well, half move. And then second part of it, I'll move over there. And just get in stance. I guess
Encore
hold
pins are not
action
food.
is. I guess hold action is the term.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dak.
Okay, I have a question actually. Does the haste also add on to the fly, or is it just fly as its own?
I'd say it adds on to it.
Okay, so I can move 90. Okay, I'm going to here.
Roll perception as you go by.
Okay.
And yeah, it's all forms of movement that gets bonus.
Okay.
You don't see anything that no one hadn't already pointed out.
Okay. I'm also going to move them down. So that guy's alive, right?
Yes. He hasn't been touched yet.
Okay.
Burr.
I actually don't have that on my list. I just... Sorry, I'm just. Okay. I'm just looking and seeing what I got around here that I can actually see. Okay. I'm going to Earth Glove that guy. Nice.
Ah! You threw a rock at me!
It's gonna be a little bit worse than that.
Okay, Scotch.
He flings 4 at a time.
Okay. So, 14. Then
How many
14?
does he get?
He can fire up to 4 at a time, but he gets 24 every 24 hours.
So yeah, Scotch just turns around and goes, "What the the hell?" Just screaming as he's pincushioned, and he like flops down. He's like bleeding profusely all over. Just like, I don't feel so good.
That's my turn.
I think, I was gonna say, I think those two are dead. And then
Yeah,
that guy in the web.
The other guy is just like sits there. He's like, balls to this. He just lays down.
Just lets that web wrap him up nice and tight.
So wait, who lays down?
The guy that Dak just turned into a pincushion.
Yep, this guy right here.
Just lays down and accepts death.
And this whatever Orc gets up to off screen. And is anything we notice, or is it my turn?
He looks over at Rowan. He goes, psst, because he's basically sharing a spot with Zimnia right now. He goes, psst, what do you want me to do?
Well, they're pirates. Toast their asses.
He kind of blinks a little bit, and excuse me, I'm looking for something that I rolled earlier, but I can't find it. He goes, hang on. And it's at that point that, excuse me, I have to drag her out of the way. Shit around.
Let me bet Zimmy is sitting on our shoulder, while they're both pretty much invisible.
He's like, He comes out and he goes, hey, Rowan? Get behind me.
Okay.
And you just see him hold his hand out and he shoots a bolt of lightning and it zips by. Let's see here. Lightning bolt, Pathfinder lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
It's a badass spell.
I should probably get something to eat real quick, so... Just delay me if I'm not back.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that one got to the water fast.
Rowan, as he says this and he fires the lightning bolt, you see it zip by, and then you see this strange, slinky-looking Sahagin just dart out of the shadows, ducking the lightning bolt as it zips over the top of his head and still scorches him a little. Then he just holds his hands up, getting into that pose, and like hissing at both of you, and Ark's still got like one hand.
It's okay, Lux. Oh, never mind.
I'm sure he was heard me like hissing and got freaked out. You see, he's like looking over. He's got his fists clenched. He's got the same barbs on his fists that were injected into your temple the other night. So, Yedrin, your turn.
Sadly, I can't really help with that at the moment, so I'll just have to try and clean this up fast. Swift action, study target on the one below me.
Okay.
And then I am gonna full attack the one below me. You just give me a second to bring something. Let me do something, because I also get that haste. I made this beforehand.
So
Let me
what is
just
that?
find it.
So you got a 20?
That one would be that would be 21, 26, oh no, 28, and 28.
Turn him into paste, Yedrin. I mean, there's nothing left.
So he flashes back, and all of a sudden he's all over the table behind him.
Pretty much. You just swing, and it's just like putty everywhere.
Ew.
The other sharpshooter's just like cradling herself and rocking back and forth. Meanwhile, the Sahagin looks up and is just like, useless. Dives into the water. Is gone.
Well, he's going to alert the rest of the Sagans now. We better move it up if they're through here quick.
Theo?
She's still AFK. Yeah.
Just gonna have her ruin that guy's day.
Oh, I thought she said she wanted you to delay her turn.
Literally?
Yeah.
Alright, well then, Rowan, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Ark is still looking at you like half expectantly.
I don't know what he's expecting.
Could always try and boil the Sahagin out.
Alright, I'll keep being my shield then, Ark. I'm gonna move a little bit so I can get a little... Damn it all! Is there anybody still alive?
The one adjacent
There's one down
to
here.
Yedrin.
There's the one adjacent to me, and like I said, you can also try and boil the Sahagin. They dove into the water, but who knows how far they got.
The other two over there are still alive, but they have basically surrendered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not gonna
So wait, this one and this one?
Yeah, the one next to Agitar is like cradling herself, and then the one like
on the ground is
he's just
down.
like laid down. He's like, I can't move. I have 3 spines in me, and my face just got bashed by a rock. I think I'm done for the day.
I have had a bad day.
Yeah, I can't do anything to get a clear target, so I'm just gonna move over here, and that's gonna be my turn because I can't see anything else.
Okay, works.
So the one is basically given up, right?
Which one?
Yeah. All the move on your side have given up.
They've given
The
up. They're
Sahagin-
like,
Yeah, the Sahagin is up here and is escaping into the water. We have no idea how far he got in one turn.
I'll give you a hint. He's a monk.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, he's gone.
Yep.
And then there's like one guy beside me.
I don't know where you are. You're over there, huh?
Oh, puppy.
Puppy?
I heard her.
Oh, I was also yawning and groaning.
I think I could charge that. You know, miss the right at the edge of the table there.
I'll allow it. The
Alright.
table's awkward. I don't really want it to be that big.
Yeah. So we'll charge at what? +2 to my attacks?
Plus 2 to your attack, minus 2 to your AC.
I don't think we're gonna be fighting much longer than this. At least not for another turn.
Oh, Jesus.
How you want to do it works. You're zooming over.
Sorry about that. What's up?
We're just gonna go like full, you know, Spartan soldier, spear in the hand, just jump up and just pierce right through him to the ground.
Jumps over
Okay.
the puddle of blood.
So,
We're making a mess of pirates.
so Works starts running, has the spear in hand, is like, and he goes to jump and realizes Bahamut took that away from me. And he's like, yeah!
The rage flows through you.
Like, lifts up on his calves, and is like, I can jump, white aura can jump. Lifts up, gets like 5 feet off the ground, and just rams the spear into the guy, and the guy's like looking up, and he's just like, I accept death now. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Just, like, moves his head in the way so it hits him dead between the eyes. He's like, you know what, I'm done. Dude! It hits the ground.
Suicide by Dragoon.
With that, you have all of them that are combat capable are either gone or dead. One's just laid out, spread eagle, like, just put his weapon down, is just laying there. And the other one's, like, cradling herself, like, this isn't happening, this isn't happening.
Oh, up to you guys, because not sure how much time you have if the Sahagin's gonna go look the others.
I'm gonna take a quick look at this table. It looks interesting.
Okay.
Perception. Nice. I critted on a 30. That's a 33.
Okay. So, Dak, you start looking over the table and you see a couple of sea maps. You can see a map that has like the layout of the reefs surrounding Lenosha and how to get around them. Proper sailing patterns. You see a number of like various things that you would consider spoils. They're not really hugely valuable, but you see something like a little chalice that's nicer than most, maybe made of silver. You see like a lyre, however you pronounce it, kind of laid out, made out of some sort of fancy turtle shell almost. You look around the table. There's a couple of knives and daggers, a little bit more ornate. But after looking around, there's one thing on the table that very much attracts your attention.
Mm-hmm.
You see a simple diamond in the center of the table, hidden underneath a small pile of various other beads and baubles. As you pull it out and you look it over, you estimate that thing's probably 500 gil worth of diamond.
I'm gonna take the diamond and the lyre.
Okay, so you basically have a harp, and it's a big harp. It's about as big as you. You could probably hide in it.
Oh my.
Like, if you had to guess, it's probably a Kojin shell.
Oh damn, it's that big, huh?
Yeah, it's that big.
I was just now looking up lyre. It's like, how big are lyres normally? It's like, damn, those things are huge. And I take the...
There's a couple of other books on the table. Most of the titles are obscured, so you have to pull them out to really get a good look at them. There's also the most lovely scented candle that you've ever smelled in your life. Just kind of sitting there.
Taking the candle.
Smells like sea foam and honey and this very, very faint aroma of like warm sand.
Taking the candle. These are mine now.
Since we do have a Sahagin threat, I think I'll have Adjutant Arc stand guard on the water.
Arc's
Right.
like, okay.
Well, to be fair, you could electrify the water and stick the problem in the butt.
Arc kind of goes, yeah, the water's connected to the ocean. I can't disperse that far.
Orkson, what are we going to do with points to the two that are still alive?
Yeah,
So the one that's pin-cushioned is like, don't mind me, I'm just gonna bleed out.
Well, we have one, I think, who might be willing to talk.
Also, like, is the web still a thing?
Yes.
It's still a thing.
He's just laying there. He's like, don't mind me. I'm just going to bleed out. Yep. Bleeding out. Any second now.
Jack flies over the web. Stabilize.
I mean, he's not really bleeding out. He's just saying it. He's being an asshole.
Still. Well, she's being an asshole back.
So,
It's a cantrip.
either of you two... Do either of you two pledge allegiance to Leviathan by any chance?
Like, the sharpshooter's just, like, looking at the bear next to her. Like, I don't know what the fuck this thing is. Like, it's still visibly shaken. The other one's like, lady, we're fucking pirates. We don't pledge allegiance to anything but coin. And
Okay, they're good.
he goes, and then he just kind of like honestly throws it. It's sometimes my dick, but I think the little one over there ruined it.
You're just gonna
Why do we have
take 10 on sense mode for this.
Do what?
Yeah, I was just going to take 10 on sense mode for this.
And Rowan, what did you say?
I was just complaining about his mouth. Foul mouth.
And he goes, she hit me there too.
I hit you in the mouth. I did not go below the belt.
I'll go below the belt. Now, just be quiet with your mouth.
You're sensing motive on him, Theon?
Yeah, just to make sure they aren't actually, drowned.
You can tell the guy's like half drunk.
He's drowned in something.
He's half drunk. He's in pain. He obviously has his senses about him, and it's relatively clear he's not drowned. He's just kind of.
Yeah, so
He was a pirate. That's all he was. He was just a pirate.
Just a pirate.
The other one's just scared out of her fucking mind.
So I walk over and I'm just like, so, which of you two wants to talk first?
The guy like looks at you and he goes, "You know, if you want me to talk, don't tell me to shut up."
Sorry, the
Well,
two just
don't
wasn't
say stuff that's stupid. And trust me, I say lots of stupid stuff, so I know what I'm talking about.
What are you perceptioning, Ron?
I'm just making sure there's a because
you cut out.
I think she's trying to make sure there's nothing's around.
Yeah.
You could see a couple of crates that are closed off in the distance.
Where? I'm gonna go check them out. I'm gonna go
you
around.
also could see like a load of barrels behind you.
I'll check the crates first.
And you're going around the web, you were saying?
Around the web, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk over and the sharpshooter whose gun exploded kind of like scoots away from you a little bit, as much as she can.
I'm not in the mood to hit you again, so you're done. I'm done. I'm just gonna look up.
Alright. You do see that the crates are locked tight right now.
You wouldn't happen to know ideas for these crates, would you?
She goes, if it's not on the table, the Sahagin has it.
Yeah, here's something about that, as I say, get a perception to hear about the crates and locked crates.
You could probably look over at Rowan and see if she's in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
She's got the light source.
Okay, what are you saying to her to try to intimidate her?
I haven't decided yet. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's a lot of ifs and maybes, and I've got plenty of fire. I'd be more than happy to toast a couple parts off of you. Just tell me where the keys are.
I really don't know. I was drinking. The Sahagin comes and goes. He usually takes stuff off the table. Yeah, he was rooting around earlier. He probably has it.
How many Sahag come and go in this area? Speak faster. I'm tired of waiting.
Sorry. They all look alike. I can name 3 directly that we usually see a lot. There were 3 weird ones that hang out by the entrance. I know them, and then there's 2 extras, so 8.
Rowan starts playing with a little bit of fire in her finger. We're looking for the Sultana's lab. What direction are we going to be going into?
She just points to the east.
Any interesting things that we should know about waiting for us there?
She goes, there's... What day is it?
I don't bloody know. What day is it, Ark?
Art goes, starts looking at it. I believe it is the 17th. She goes, if it's an odd numbered day, that means Chopper's out. Chopper's a really big curl that they keep behind the entrance to the caves. And I'm not allowed to go any deeper. I don't know anything else.
Alright, that's fair. Do you know if Captain Madison's out there?
We know...
Madison's always behind Chopper. I don't know how much further in he is.
I was just gonna say, meanwhile, the agent probably holds some of crates and logs, and his stuff just come all the way over, and it's like, good.
No, it's not the time.
I was just gonna take a quick look. I think I could maybe get them open without having to go looking for the key.
Can just look for a rope or manacles or something.
Roland puts away the fire. Says to the pirate, she goes, We're not gonna kill you. We're gonna bind you so you don't come up from behind us, but if you do, I will burn you. I will melt the skin off of your flesh. Am I clear?
She just looks as like, lady, you just killed everyone I knew. I'm not gonna mess with you.
Rowan actually
We'll put a good word for you with the Yellow Jackets.
Rowan
Yeah, not.
told her, says, you know what, I know that we did. And I'm sorry. And then I'm just gonna walk away and start examining bodies.
You know, once the agent has the clear space, is gonna take a look at these logs.
Okay.
And I...
Whatever we do, let's just get a move on it before the Sahagin comes back with his 5'8" friends.
Okay.
I'm just gonna... I'll just take 10 just to go with...
Art just walks over and breaks it. He's like,
I was gonna...
let's go.
I was gonna...
Ashtar goes to break the other.
Fine.
George just tees up and
Yeah.
smashes it open.
It's not like we have an element of surprise anymore.
It's not like it would have taken me long, because like the Lord man. Or is it just gonna take 10?
Oh. I rolled a perception on the dead body that's right now. Just
Okay, you look her over and you realize this is probably the other chick's sister.
Oh no.
By the similar facial structure, she looks like maybe 2 years older, maybe 3. You find there's an old flintlock pistol in her pocket. In the confusion and everything that happened, her gun, like the rifle she had, has been shattered. Otherwise, you find a little sack of gill, and there's like 25 pieces, and then there's like you actually do confirm it was her sister because there's like a little family photo in there with her.
I'll take the color. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a quick look over these corpses. Do I just roll for each or what?
I'll just let you roll a cumulative.
I was gonna say, someone probably looks at the barrels. We are gonna, me and someone else is probably gonna look in the crates. That's them busted open, or me picking the logs really quick, because unless they're magic logs, they're not getting past the 29.
Dak, you search through the bodies. There's not a whole lot of note. Between them, you find like another 50 gil or so.
Okay.
You also find that on one of the swordsmen, like he had a gold ring that you probably value at an additional 50 if you sold it to the right person.
Okay.
I'll take a peek at the girl. Come over here.
Rowan, as you come by, you look at the barrels and you examine them for a moment, and you see that like several of them are branded with Barracuda Brew on the side of it. But from the looks of it, this is nowhere near the entire shipment. This is a very small portion of it.
Oh, that is also how many barrels?
You're looking at it, there's probably 12 barrels there.
Dang.
You'd say, by the look of it, each barrel is probably anywhere from 75 to 150 pounds.
Did we just do that quest without intending to?
Hunt. Never mind. Whatever.
Huh?
I'm done. Just go on with whatever else you want to do.
Alright, so where to next? We have to... Oh yeah, let's find out actually how to get to our little coral friend.
I was gonna say it's getting on close to 11. Why don't we call it here for the night and reconvene on Wednesday, if that's all right with everybody?
Yeah.
I'm
Sounds
fine for
good.
Wednesday.
Oh, that works?
I'm fine for Wednesday.
I don't have to work Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't get off work until 9:30.
Ow.
Okay.
Ooh.
Eat.
Maybe you just skip next week then, since it's the holiday weekend and everything.
Yeah, it
Might be good,
best.
yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
me for a little while, and then I'll come in after.
We can do
Yeah,
that too,
we'll just-
if you're fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, guys. Everybody have a good night, and
Yeah.
thanks for coming.
Right.
Good night.
No.